Okay, welcome back to my Hacking Speed. Sorry, y'all, I had to switch over to this tablet because I ain't got no more space and I'm still trying to figure out how to use the camcorder that I purchased. So, where I left off with the Tasha K interview with Wiley, one of the points that she made that I agree with is she was like, okay, in the media world, if people go to different outlets all the time and do interviews, and no one accuses, like, let's say TMZ of taking um, an interview from 105.9. You get what I'm saying? So I do agree with her on that aspect of it. Uh, if she changed, like I said in the other video, original one that I made, if she had decided to change her mind, she wanted to do an interview with Tasha, with Jaguar Wright, she has that right, and she should have just said that. Like, here, I decided I want to interview Jaguar Wright. No problem. More content, different. That's no problem. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The fact is, though, um, she did still lie, in my opinion, because you stated that Jaguar Wright contact contacted you for an interview. You didn't want to, so you gave her to Storm Monroe, but then you had changed your mind, so you contacted Storm Monroe to get Jaguar Wright information. Well, if Jaguar Wright had initially reached out to you, you would have already had her information. You would not have needed to reach Storm Monroe to interview her. And Jaguar Wright stated during that interview that you were the one who reached out to her. And your response to that wasn't that I was responding to you because you had already reached out to me. Your response was, yeah, because I want the people to get to know you. So you're lying. Yeah, but you got the nerve to be trying to say that you're trying to catch Jaguar right up in lies when you yourself are a liar and you be telling on yourself all the time because you talk too much. But anyway, so it was another point I want to make. From what she's stating, her and Storm Monroe are still fine. They are not having any issues. They are still cool. She even invited Wiley because that's who she was doing an interview with. Was with the Wiley Show, Wiley, and she was like, "Here, I want to invite you to come." She was like, "It'll be me, you, Storm Monroe, Funky Doniva, and I think she mentioned one other person." So the way that she's telling it, her and Storm Monroe are not having any issues. Everything's all good, but we have yet to hear from him. He just conveniently decided to take a vacation while all of this shit popping off. So I do believe that he knew in advance that Tasha K was doing the interview with Jaguar, right? I believe that's why he was like, okay, here, I'm gonna take a pause and a break on interviewing her. Um, and I think that he knew it would probably be a lot of turmoil in the YouTube streets. So he strategically decided to take his vacation during this time when we would love to hear what he got to say. Because actually it's other stuff going on in media, you know what I'm saying, that I want to hear his take on. I'm missing his live. So I was already looking for him before this even dropped, but now it makes sense why he disappeared. But I think he should have stayed and hey, let's chat. Well, anyway, I want to know if what Tasha K had to say changes anything for you guys as far as she is accurate on being able to interview people who've been interviewed by others. That's not stealing interviews. Stealing the interview would be if you don't allow someone else to interview. Like if she had reached out to you to try and get into the Storm Monroe and you was like, okay, no, I don't want to let that happen. I'm gonna take it. Or if another blogger came and shared with you, like, here, I'm scheduled this interview with this person, and then you reach out and they no longer do the interview with that person because they're doing it with you now. That would be stealing interviews, not deciding that you want to interview someone who's already been interviewed by someone else. But anyway, does it change your mind on how you feel when she states that yes, she wanted to interrogate that young lady, that she wanted to find out what her income status was to know if she was homeless and stuff like that? Um, how do you feel about her intentionally saying I want to catch her up in lies and still saying that she feels she is dealing with mental issues and stuff like that? I think those things are okay to do to a degree. It just depends on how you do it. You have to do things tastefully. There was no need for her. It is clearly an ulterior agenda because there was no need for you to lead that attack on her in a manner in which you did. Like it clearly was an ulterior motive behind the scenes of why you decided to do it like that. Um, She's also stated that Jaguar Wright and her are still cool, that they have no problems with each other, and that I think she even said that she'll be interviewing Jaguar Wright again on her Patreon. So tell me what you guys think about all this. I think she's full of crap as far as, even if you wanted to ask Jaguar Wright where her money came from or where she was living, there was no need for you to cross-examine her husband. Like you said, we're supposed to be getting to know Jaguar Wright. Why are you asking her husband what his income is like, where he works at, and all of that kind of stuff? So Tasha K, in a sense, is full of shit as far as she is a liar herself and she talks too much her damn self and stuff. So she lacks a lot of self-awareness. She's very cocky and arrogant, which isn't necessarily the best trait to have. I see a lot of Wendy in her, as far as Wendy is somewhat like that as well. And I adore Wendy. Wendy does things that gets on my nerves, okay? But I like and respect Wendy. Tasha said that she knew and was expecting y'all to be in uproar about this, but she then once again went back to her numbers, that people are going to view it and watch anyway, regardless of if they have a problem with something that she did, and that she's still going to be getting money anyway. She stated that she had always been in Storm Monroe's corner, that when he was going to give up, she is the one who told him, like, no, stick with it, stay down here and stuff. What else did this girl say? That's about it. But I'll be back. I gotta let that other video, excuse me, load, because and clear that space out, because I also want to do a video about Jaguar Wright mentioning the Chris Brown and Rihanna thing. All right, so I will have that coming to you soon. Stay up, check it out. Thanks for watching.